Either way, we gotta see some woodcocks.
Spring is a great time for birding in the United States. Many different species are moving to their breeding areas where they will spend most of the warmer months. During this time, birds are already getting to work on attracting a mate. Today, we're looking for a species with a unique mating display that can be heard loud and clear just as the sun is starting to set. Hey everyone, this is Ryan from Badgerland Birding. Today, Derek and I are in Wisconsin looking for one of the most interesting birds that comes through in spring, the American Woodcock. These birds are really difficult to find during the day, but at night during the breeding season, they do their displays where you can hear them and occasionally see them. So we're going to see if we can track some down. Before it gets dark though, we're going to see if we can find any other interesting birds around here. While there are many strange and wonderful birds out there, the woodcock has to be near the top of the list of fascinating species in the continent. These brown-mottled birds spend most of the day camouflaged on the forest floor, where they move slowly and are barely even visible. The best time to have an encounter with them is in spring, when they are doing their distinctive mating display near dusk. With some time before the woodcocks would start displaying, we began the search for other newly arriving birds.
So far we've had a bird that looks incredibly like the American woodcock, the Wilson snipe, calling, and a couple flying over too. So we could get both birds that have the long probing bill today.
Sniper popping off.
They're popping off. Red-winged blackbirds are popping off.
We started walking around a small lake. Along the way, we found one of the earlier arriving migratory birds in the state. What you got there?
Common grackle. There's a fairly decent sized flock here. Hoping to find some rusties, but I'll take a migrant grackle.
We moved on, following the calls of a meadowlark until we got eyes on it. In this same area, we also spotted a savanna sparrow that sat up and gave us nice looks. With the sun starting to get low in the sky, the nearby prairie glowed with the last light of the day. Here, we noticed a northern harrier gliding low over the grass, as well as even more Wilson snipes.
These Wilson snipe are super acrobatic. Normally you hear about the woodcocks, but these ones have been flying around, making noises, being just as interesting as the woodcocks.
As we were watching the snipes, people started to gather around the area the woodcocks would be. New development, there's a bird club meeting for one of the Waukesha County bird clubs here right now doing a woodcock walk that they're about to start. So do we join the bird club group? Do we go it alone? I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Either way, we gotta see some woodcocks.
We elected to join in with the group, and with darkness starting to settle in, we began listening closely for the peents of the woodcock.
Listening. Still. Nothing yet.
Suddenly, the first woodcock started calling, soon followed by others. We located one near the road and set up the night vision camera to get some unique views of this interesting species. The American woodcock is a stout bird with a brown mottled back and buffy sides. They have a very short neck and a long pliable bill that they use to pick food items out of the substrate. They spend the winter in the southeastern United States and then move into the northeastern United States to breed. American woodcocks are birds of the eastern U.S., as their range doesn't expand much farther west than the Mississippi River. Woodcocks are truly fascinating in the way they hunt for food. They probe the soil looking for things like earthworms, but will eat other invertebrates as well. While their bill may look rigid, it's actually quite soft, and they can use it almost like chopsticks to pick things up out of the dirt. The best time to find these birds is in spring, when males peent and perform their displays, usually in damp fields. The performing birds will make a peenting noise, then rotate their body in continuous succession, then take flight and circle above, making chirps as they fly and eventually return back to Earth, starting the same process over again. This dance is certainly one of the most interesting bird spectacles in North America. After observing the dances of the woodcocks for a while, they seemed to go quiet, so we decided to call it a night.
Got to hear and see on the night vision some woodcocks. It was really cool because they started painting, and then they started painting from a bunch of different places. Derek got some looks through the night vision binoculars and we were able to see them, which is pretty tough because it is really dark by the time they start calling. So really unique experience. I would recommend to anybody that's interested in birds to try finding the American woodcock at least once, and thanks for watching.
The American woodcock is truly one of the most fascinating birds in North America, with an equally interesting mating display. Seeing them in action is something of an annual tradition for us, and we look forward to it every year. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Badgerland Birding.